Well, good evening and welcome to the WFO Racing League's RGC Xfinity Series right here at Texas Motor Speedway tonight. And it looks like we're live in the booth, Brazy. I think we finally went live.
We are now.
All right, we got it. So you got Vern back in the booth tonight. And I guess you're going to have Vern back in the booth the rest of the season. And Vern won't be in the car no more. That's going to be odd for you, isn't it, Brazy?
Maybe. We'll see.
Who's going to keep the wall cleaned off?
From watching the practices, I think Mr. McCauley will be doing a good job of that tonight.
So you think McCauley will do that?
That's what it appears.
All right, so I lost my chat on that one, so I'll have to keep the chat window open over here on YouTube. But I got to make this page a little bit smaller here so I can see our cameras and stuff, Brazy. Because I don't know what's going on out here, but I would think we already got through qualifying, so I guess we can we get some cars up there. We'll see if we can't. Don't show anyone loaded in yet, Brazy, so I was going to do a start lineup, but I don't want to do that till we get some cars out there.
It's growing pains. We'll figure it out.
Yeah, we'll get it. And by tomorrow night, it's like riding a bike, Brazy. I'll get it right back, right?
Absolutely.
Well, hello there, Austin Wagner. Good luck to you. Ryland Neese. Welcome to the stream here tonight. And you would think as many of these things as I've done, I would know what I'm doing, but I literally don't have a clue what I'm doing. I know that somewhere I'm going to find our pole sitter, and I'm going to click on that car, and we're going to start doing the starting grid, but I'm struggling. My timing and scoring is so screwed up that it's not even funny. So I'm going to try that again. Apply it, and I think I fixed it. So go to the front of the field. Oh, and where's my starting grid at? Here we go. Starting P1 tonight, you're going to find a driver of that 26 car. I've seen his name in the chat and YouTube already. That's going to be the 26 driven by Keaton Tripp. To his outside in second, look at that. The 30 car, Justin Gann, showing some speed tonight. Going back to the third spot, we're going to have that number 4 car of Austin Wagner. And right to... Well, this is all messed up. 4th spot tonight's going to be the 24 of Dakota Floyd. Starting 5th tonight, that 75 car driven by Chuck Sweeting. And to his outside in 6th, you're going to find the 55 car of Justin Ritchie. And we're going to take a little different look on camera views here to see which one's better, Brazy. I just haven't figured it out. Starting 7th tonight, you'll find a 15 car. That's going to be John McMillan Jr. And his outside in 8th will be the 9 car of Adam Matz. Starting 9th tonight, we got Richard Holland driving a 31 car. And his outside in 10th, you're going to find that car number, the number 10. That's going to be Enrique Del Toro. Nope, just Rick Fagone tonight. We'll go with Rick Fagone. Brazy, who we got in 11th?
All right, so in 11th, we have Nick Hunt in at 60. We have John Sanu will be next to him. And, gosh darn it, my list moved.
We're going to 13th, Brazy. This is going to be the 70 of Burt Wilson. And his outside, you'll find a 00 Roy Hyde in the 14th position.
And you got, behind them, you got Mike Mitchell in at number 2. Next to him is going to be Adam Pettit. Then the next row, you're going to have Jacob Daniels in that 72 with Randy Showers next to him in that 21. It's looking like we're getting ready to kick off here.
Yeah, we're going to burn through it. 19 of Tommy Haynes. Start 19, Tommy Haynes in the 17. Cody Riggs to his outside in 20th. John Wimbish in the 56th, and then to his outside, TJ Lee. 23rd and 24th is going to be Seth Steele and Brandon Showers. 25th is Travis Smith. 26th, Glenn Jamison. 27th, Ivan Jones. 28th, Al Amy. 29th, Michael McCauley. And 30th, I didn't even see who. I went through so fast. 31st, Craig Sykes. 32nd, Paul Patterson. And that's your starting grid. Man, there's a lot of them tonight, and I ain't even lying.
Yeah, 32 cars tonight. Quite the list.
32 cars. Taking a look at the front of the field, your leader's the pole sitter. Keaton Tripp driving a 26 car. Gando in a battle for second back there, Brazy. Looks like Gann and Austin Wagner are doing battle back here for second place now. It looks like Gann's he's gonna put a car link on him. Give him a little bit of a breather, a buffer zone. Find me some battles, Brazy. Where are we going to find them? 31 car, Richard Holland moving up. So we'll look at that Milwaukee car now. And who's that hung on the high side? That's Justin Ritchie in the 55, isn't it? Ritchie going the wrong direction right now. He's got the 10 of Rick Fagone working to his inside. That's going to be a battle for the 9th position, and Fagone's going to take it. I'll tell you what, once you get back in the booth, Brazy, for me, it's like riding a bike. I think I remember how to do some of this again.
Yeah?
Yeah, and I still suck at it.
Well, I mean, it is what it is. It's a trial and error moving forward, and like you said, it's like riding a bike. You pick it up eventually, and you've done them in the past. You've stepped in periodically, so I don't think it's going to be that big of a challenge for you to pick back up and take off with again, and hopefully we can get you back in the car sooner than later.
Yeah, this time is this time feels more like I don't know. As many times as I've done a broadcast on WFO, I think I'm more nervous about it tonight than I have been in the past.
Oh yeah?
And I think it's because of how much changed, but yet how much stayed the same. That makes sense?
It does make sense.
Because I seen all the changes, and I'm like, well, it's pretty cool if I can do this through OBS and set the stream up and start it. But then it failed to work. But then I went to YouTube and I figured out how to do it the old way again. And it worked. And that's how we ended up getting the stream up. So we're going to, I guess I'm going to start doing it through the field. These guys have kept it clean and green for the first 6 laps. Your leader tonight, 26 car, Keaton Tripp. He started up there, Brazy, and he's led all 6 of these laps, hasn't he?
He has. We've got Justin Ritchie. Looked like he had some problems there on one of the corners, run into the wall there.
Yeah, that happens sometimes. I'll tell you, I speak from experience when I tell you that happens. See the 55 car right there. He's, where's it scoring him at now? They're showing him in 10th. I'm guessing he's in 10th, isn't he? Or is he back farther? No, he's in 10th. He's right behind Fagone.
Okay, then I messed up. I apologize.
You might have had the wrong car there. Or he tapped the wall and it didn't slow him down. How's that? He's got the 60, though, on Nick Hunt, breathing down his neck. And Nick's got the 49 right there, Adam Pettit. And Pettit is going to take the spot, and he's going to drag that 00 Roy Hyde with him. So these guys are just battling it out to get in the top 10 here tonight. And I'll tell you, Texas, man, it'll turns 1 and 2 and chew up on some tires, Brazy.
And see, that's why you're here, because I don't know that.
It will flat chew up on some tires, let me tell you. The old Texas Speedway don't drive like this one does. That's the best way to put it. This one is a completely different animal. It's like the old Texas, to me, drove a lot like Atlanta or Charlotte did. as to where the new one drives a little bit like Homestead probably. Because of the way they took the banking out of the corners here. So it made it a lot different mile and a half to race on. That's the best way I can put it. There's something wrong with my resolution.
All I know is I tried doing some test laps, and I'm not experienced like you guys are. But I will say, I got to give you guys credit because I don't think I made a lap without hitting the wall.
Well,
and you guys do this like flawlessly almost. So
experience just comes with making laps there, Brazy. Get up front, take a look at first, second, and third. They're about the same distance apart, but what I have noticed up here, Brazy, is they're separating themselves from the rest of the field, buddy.
They are. They've got a 0.36 between first and second, a 0.58 between second and third, and then it looks like you got almost 2 seconds between third and fourth.
Yeah, you look at the camera gap, you see the first three up there, and then you get back here to Dakota Floyd riding in the fourth spot, and we got a battle for fifth. Look who's moving up through the field right now. That's that 10-car Rick Vagone. I think Enrique might have something going on here at Texas. I'll tell you what he does got.
You think he's got something to prove?
Well, he's got that right foot going on that gas pedal, Brazy.
Slim to the inside there and get around Dakota.
Yeah, he's going to work to the inside of Dakota right here, and it's going to be interesting because he's got a little bit of time to make up to catch that front three. Those front three are just kind of set and sell and checking off, riding off into the sunset. But I'm going to tell you, this 10 car's been driving through the field, and he might have something to say about it.
Yeah, he made it look like it was pretty easy work getting around to Dakota, and normally that's not that easy.
Another guy hanging around the top five is the guy that started fifth. That's Chuck Sweeting in the 75 car. He started fourth or fifth. He started the race somewhere. That's how we're going to do it tonight. We're just going to pretend that we know things when we might not.
Yeah, he started fifth tonight.
I got it right the first time.
You were right the first time. So you just got to trust your gut and go with the first shot.
I'm just finding battles now. 70 car Burt Wilson getting around the 55 of Justin Ritchie. So the 55 is, in fact, falling back. And sometimes that's tires. Maybe it's a little harder on the tires than working the outside line here. Definitely do that. As you watch the 12 car sliding by him right now, that's Cody Briggs. So Justin Ritchie's going to fall right in line, but he's getting breathed on pretty hard by the 17 of Tommy Haynes. We got a bootlegger out there breathing on him. Not a bootlegger tonight, though. You used to have that Johnny Bootlegger, but he's driving an NVIDIA paint job. That's actually a really good-looking paint job, too.
Oh, yeah, a lot. I was looking through a lot of these guys, and a lot of these cars are some pretty nice-looking cars.
And they got some pretty cool-looking hot rods out there.
The paint schemes have evolved quite a bit throughout the time that I've been here, and I think this is the most. I would say this is the most kind of. I don't want to say strong, but like. There's,
like
with especially like Chuck Sweeting. With Chuck Sweeting changing up his color. It's weird to see him in the color he's in now.
Yeah, we got Brandon Showers trying to make moves, and we got him lined up on the inside and the outside back here, Brazy, around 14th and 15th. You see Showers working underneath the 72 there of Jacob Daniels. It's a battle for what, 14th? 97 car right behind him. That's Travis Smith. Look for that 97 car to make his way to the front here. That 97 is usually fast on the long runs. The guy knows how to take care of his tires. And ask me how I know that, Brazy. Ask me how I know it.
How do you know that?
Because I have raced with him on the long runs. He's a really clean driver. I like Travis. I like racing around them a lot. Heck, I like racing around all these guys a lot. I really do. It's a ton of fun, and I'm looking at my racing rig, and I'm missing being in the car, but I know I'll be back in there one day.
We'll get you back there.
And that's what makes me feel good, just knowing that. So I'm just going to keep that. What are we, 17 laps in? I don't know what the fuel run
We're
is.
20
here.
laps in.
Are we? Oh, he's led 17, it says. 19 laps in. I got it at the top now. I couldn't remember where to look. I got it figured out. We're figured out. I'm pretty sure we're live. I'll click it. Yeah, we definitely are. No, I was making
Denise
sure
out
that
there
I wasn't behind any. Yeah, I seen
Scotty
Denise.
Mac, Rebels.
Scotty Mac, Rebels in there. He's just lurking, though. Rebels is.
He's always lurking.
He said it. He's lurking, so he's probably, at least he's not twerking.
True. That would be what you have to worry about if it was Nation lurking.
I'm watching these two cars here. 30 car Justin Gann. He has he's putting a little bit of pressure on that leader right now. Keaton Tripp has had this thing since a drop of the green flag, and when I say thing, I mean the lead. But Justin Gann wants it. Gann's hungry. 30 car right on the back bumper of that 26 right now. Coming to complete lap 22. On lap 23 now in the 26 car. He's still holding them off, but it's only by about a car length and less. It's not much, Brazy. It's not much up there. You have to wonder, though, are they pushing it a little too hard too soon?
I think that one only time will tell.
You can see down at this end is where it looks like the 30 can really close on them. That's down there in 3 and 4, Brazy. 1 and 2 looks like the 26 might be up to pace with them or a little bit stronger. But, man, when they get down there to 3 and 4, the 30's just bumper munching them. My new word for the broadcast, bumper munching. That nothing even sounds right about that, does it?
I mean,
It sounds dirty.
you just got to go with it.
It sounds dirty. Maybe we won't use bumper munching no more after this one, but I'll tell you what we will do, though. If you got a favorite driver, let's do a quick through the field. I'm going to go on board with your race leader. That's right, in car with Keaton Tripp right here. Got the best seat in the house. That's called P1. Clean racetrack in front of this guy. He's feeling pretty good. Go back to second. We're going to jump on board with Justin Gann in the 30 car. Brazy, who we got in third right now?
We got the one and only Ricky Fagone.
You see how tight the car is. I'm watching Fagone just turning that wheel, and he's got that wheel cranked to the left. Go back to fourth place. You're going to get on board with this driver, Austin Wagner, driving a 4 car. Who we got in fifth there, Brazy?
In fifth, we've got Chuck Sweeting in that 75. And then behind him, about 2.5 seconds behind him, is Dakota Floyd.
You can almost hear their tires squealing, Brazy. Best view in the house right here. You got to like the broadcast just for that view.
Well, it sounds like there's not a lot of brake that gets used on this.
No, you're just going to cruise out of the gas pedal and kind of let that car ease up. And then I'm going to watch. You can see him watching the 9 here. When he was entering the corner, you'd see him kind of jerk it a little bit and straighten it out. Jerk the wheel left and straighten it out. And sometimes that's how you got to turn this car. It's not as bad as the truck. The truck you really snatch in the corner. The car, though, you can snatch it a little bit. You got to be careful because the Xfinity car has a tendency of getting loose. It'll be tight, then it'll get loose, and it looks like on entry the car might be a little bit free. And that might be why I'm seeing the wheel being moved on this 9 car. Adam Max riding in the 7th spot. And you see Dakota Floyd right ahead of him, and I think that's going to be a battle for the top 6 in a minute.
Well, you've got in Matz's mirror,
I
you got
see
that
him
guy
on
right
board
there.
with him. That's right, Richard Holland. We're riding on board with Holland, and he is he's got a whole he's bumper munching.
That whole group right there is pretty tight.
They are. See, it got separated a little bit. Looked like Holland lost 3 or 4 car lengths down in that set of corners, 1 and 2. But look how much better Holland is in 3 and 4. Look at him close. Now we'll go back one more, get into the 9th spot. Going to find that 15 car right there of John McMillan Jr. And he's up in this battle too, Brazy.
He is, and right behind him is Adam Pettit, and keeping it pretty close. There's a decent gap between Adam in 10th and Roy in 11th, but it's this group here of like 5 through 10. That's where most of the battle is right now.
I'll tell you something I just seen when I went on board here with the 00 of Roy Hyde. Down in 3 and 4, if you take a look at the sun, I wonder if that's causing any of these drivers a problem coming off that corner. We're going to see it right here. I'll stay on board. A little bit tongue-tied there, Brazy. I'm going to stay on board with Roy, and we're going to, right here, see that sun and that glare? You know that's going to cause some of them guys a fit. I know I don't like it, especially in the Oculus when I see that. So back behind him, though, we got a little bit of a breathing room. It's going to be the 60 car of Nick Hunt. He's got the John Deere paint. You can tell by the roll cage in this car, Brazy.
Nothing runs like a deer.
That's right. Who we got back in 13th?
13th, you got the 86 of John Sanu.
Looks like Sanu's trying to close up on that 60 car.
He's definitely making a move.
Man, look at the wheel he's got in it. You want to talk about a tight race car down there on that flat turn? Sanu had that wheel cranked all the way to the left, buddy. You couldn't crank it no farther. Down here in 3 and 4, you can't do that, though. It looks like the car gets loose and will unload on you. So it looks like they're fighting really tight down at 1 and 2. And it may be a little freer down there in 3 and 4, but look at the wheel. He's just got it cranked to the left, man. But he's going to try to get a run on the 60 car, and he's going to get them. They'll change spots, and I'm going to go back to 14th and get on board with the 21. He's got a view of it right outside of his windshield. That's Randy Showers in the 21. Showers sees a side-by-side battle with that 60 up there and that 86 car. It's a good one, Brazy.
Yes, it is.
But we got to move on to 15th, and who do we got?
We got the 17 of Tommy Haynes running back here.
He looks like he's going to try to take a spot away from that 21 of Randy Showers, so we're going to get on board and see if we can make a pass. All right, Tommy Haynes, you owe us one because we were good luck getting on board that 17 car. And we're going to go right back here to Cody Briggs, I think. I don't know where it's
who's also going to make a move around the 21.
Yeah, he got by the 21 too, didn't he?
He did. And the 97 is coming up back there, Travis Smith also.
Yep, on board with Travis Smith right now. He's fighting underneath of the... What car is that?
Travis Smith is 97.
Oh, I know what car he is. I was on board with
him. Sorry.
Yeah. We're going to go back to 16th now. We got Craig Sykes. He's 17th position, it shows. I think we got green flag pit stops going on. So that's going to mess up our through the field. I got some drivers grayed out. Gan's on. Nope, there's Gan right there. We're going to get out of the in-car, go back to the regular cameras here. Get everything straightened back out. Pull your top 10 up on there, on the left right there. We'll take the in-car stuff out.
There's been some changes up there.
There has been some changes up here for sure. The 10 car has caught them. That Tide ride might be the fastest thing on the racetrack here tonight, Brazy. It ain't a Tide ride, the Haas CNC ride.
Well, and I think for a little while there, while we were back later in the pack, I believe Justin actually got around Keaton for a lap or two.
That could have possibly happened.
I'm wondering if he burned his tires a little trying to get up there to get in front, and that's allowing Ricky to come up behind him, and looks like Rick's going to possibly make a pass on him here in the next lap or two.
Yeah, I'll tell you, we know that Ricky had to make up a lot of distance to get up there, Brazy. That shows me that 10 car's definitely got some speed in it here tonight at Texas. What I'm saying is he might be a force to be reckoned with. I don't know, though, because of 26, he's starting to pull away again.
He is. He's definitely getting back in his rhythm and getting that gap. He's got it up to about 0.6 right now.
Yeah, he's probably 0.6, and if Gan and Ricky get the battle in here, that's probably going to make Keaton smile, if I had to guess. Because that'll help him a ton when those guys start battling like that. Where is Michael McCauley at? Where is Michael McCauley? I think I did find Hal Amy.
He's sitting in the pits.
Found the 3-car Hal Amy back here. So for all you Hal Amy 3-car fans, who I haven't really seen in the chat, what is going on with the chat? They're not very chatty, Brazy.
They'll be here.
The chat is not very chatty. I just wanted to come back here and see if I can find some battling. I don't see any. Where's the battling at? Right here? 97, 17, 12? Nah.
I think so.
They're battling not too much. There's Bender. Oh, my gosh. Bender, really? It's been a long time. Paul Patterson, am I happy now? Yes, I feel better there, Pops. Thanks for checking up on me, though.
And just a reminder for those of you that are in the chat, make sure to hit that like, hit the subscribe if you're not already, and hit that bell notification so that way you get notified when we go live again. And share it with friends. Share it with people you don't know.
Oh, my God. Look who's in the chat now, Brazy.
Oh, boy.
So over under 2, Bender says. What do you think?
With the way we're going so far tonight, I'll say under.
Under 2. We're 46 of 125. I think your under is going to be a safe bet tonight. That's what I would say. But I don't know. You know what we see here? Cautions breed cautions, Brazy.
Well, I'm not going to say anything because last time I said something like that, I jinxed them all. So
I'm taking a look right here. 75 car Chuck Sweeting. He is, last time I checked on Chuck, he was in the 6th spot, and now Brazy's up to the 4th position. And I noticed 2nd, 3rd, 4th, and 5th Well, they're really kind of getting a little closed up here. Maybe even farther. Oh, second on back is getting closed up now, Brazy. Look as they go, what are we, 48 laps in?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, caution free should be under. We'll see if we get a caution free. I think that might be our first one this season if we do. Oh, so the first race I miss, they'll go caution free, Bracy. Is that how that's going to work?
Well, now, okay. Now, does that mean that you're a part of the caution?
I'm beginning to wonder at this point after what I'm seeing. I mean, we're 49 laps clean. No, I think last week we took off and went long green flag runs too before they started.
We did. I want to say it was in the later half of the race when they started.
Coincidence. Pops, I don't know. I'm not gonna say that. We're just gonna wait and see. How's that? If you guys keep messing with me, I'm going over one. Over by one. Bracy, throw some banana peels out there.
Where's Nation?
I'll tell you what, this is getting to be a battle. Look at Fagone working to the outside of the 30 car right here. But meanwhile, these guys they're getting trucked. I think they burn them up. Chuck Sweeting's up here in second now. Can he catch Keaton, though? We've seen Keaton hold him off on that battle. And now Keaton's up here 2 seconds ahead of these guys, Brazy. Off the back of Keaton's car, that's a beautiful sight. A 2-second lead here at Texas, 52 laps in. You got to love it.
Ricky just took that spot.
And the battle right here is for second. 24 car, 75, 24 going to go to the bottom of the track here. We're going to ride on the back as he drives by the 75 of Chuck Sweeting. I thought when Sweeting got up there to second that he might have something to run that 26 car down, but I'm beginning to wonder if it, in the long run here, if it's not the 24 Dakota Floyd. And I'm pretty sure that we might have some people that pitted or something. I don't know.
Yeah, we definitely have some that are in pitting.
Give me a car number.
So right now, as far as who went pitted, or
yeah. McCauley's on pit road.
no, 15's coming in on the pit.
Yeah, these guys are 54 laps in on a run, ain't they?
They are.
They could go a while on the fuel tank tonight, I reckon. Some of these
it does look that way.
Pitted already.
Yeah, it looks like
Gann. Did he
Ricky
pit?
just come in. Yeah, Gann.
Gann already pitted, I believe.
Yep.
Holland is not pitted yet. So we'll get with the leader up here, 26. I'm very interested to see what those guys going in, when the driver of the 26 car is going to choose to pit here. I mean, he's got a 2.1 second lead, so he can afford a couple of laps. You know what I mean? And sometimes that's better, Brazy, because you got 2 lap fresher tires than the rest of them, and it makes it a little easier to get around the guys.
Yes, if they can hold and it'll work well. I mean, it's all. We'll see how it goes.
Yeah, I'm waiting to see if the 24 can, in fact, make up any of that time. You see Hal Lamy right in front of him here. And Hal's probably on fresh tires. I think he was one of the ones on pit road. So Hal back in the 25th position in the 3 car. Now moving up to the 21st spot. Second. '26 still your leader. 3-car, though, is, I guess he would be a lap down because he went to pit road. Prior to that, I don't even think we had a lap car, did we, Brazen?
I don't believe so. I mean, we had some that were
leader
pitted, but...
Well, he pulled down, and he's going to let the 3-car go. He didn't want to get no kind of battle or hold him up here. That was smart driving. You don't want to make no mistakes because you could be your own worst enemy when you got a 2.3-second lead. So Keaton don't want to make any mistakes here. Man, I'll tell you, driving it off that corner right there, it looked like him and the wall were about ready to get acquainted, Brazy. I know a little bit about that. I've been acquainted with that.
Say, we were talking about that before, with you not out there, who's going to dust off the wall, you were saying. So
that's exactly right.
I mean, somebody...
I've dusted off every wall to every track, Brazy. There's a battle up here. Richard Holland. Who's he battling with, though? He was battling with the guy in front of him. That's Adam Matz. So on this long run, that 9-car now, Adam Matz is starting to make a move up towards the front. I guess it's whoever saves the tires the best, Brazy. Matt's closing up on the 24 there, Dakota Floyd. He's now your leader, I believe, because the 26 did come to pit road. So these drivers have chose to stay out a little bit, so they haven't pitted yet. I don't think they're going to stay out there too many more laps after having Dakota come to pit road. This is a darn good race tonight. You guys and gals in that chat watching this stream, you get to see a good race. These guys put one on, and I guess they kept the caution maker out, put him back in the broadcast booth. I think Rig Radio should have his ass up here. The guy that knows what he's doing is in the chat. The guy that don't know what he's doing is in the broadcast booth. Something bent up backwards about this crap. 63 car Glenn Jamison taking a look back here to the 24th position. You see that 63 following the 12 there of Cody Riggs, and if he catches them, that's going to be for position, and that's another one of those paint jobs on that 63 car. Boy, she sure is purty. It's a purty car, Brazy. We got drivers coming off pit road, too. I just seen them.
Chuck Sweeting's going to go in here in a second.
Yeah, you see Sweeting slowing down right here, taking it to pit road. Get her woe down, feller. You don't want to get a speeding penalty. Looks like he's going to get it slowed down in time. And hey, Denise, how you doing? That's another pretty cool paint job. Find that John Deere machine, the 60 car right here. Nick Hunt riding back in the 8th position. We got Tommy Haynes in the 17, that NVIDIA car. He's made it up in the top 10 now. So I believe everybody but the driver of this car, and he's going to come to pit road now, the last man to come to pit road. That's going to be the 70 of Burt Wilson, and he locked him up a little bit coming over that line. I'm doing great. It took me forever to figure out how to get this stream started, and I think I got it going at the last second. Literally, Brazy, the last second.
Hey, we're here, and that's all that matters.
Technically, that's it. I mean, that's the way to look at it. Technically, that is all that matters. So you can see the top 10 on the left, and I don't know who's where right now because we did pit stops, and I don't think Timing and Scoring's got it figured out. We got cars screaming off pit road and screaming around the racetrack here. But I know as we're 66 laps in, we want to give a shout-out to RGC and the autism awareness right here. Keep it real, Brazy. Keep it real.
You know, he's all about keeping it real. You know, he streams, does the farm sim, and tries to make that as realistic as possible. And so the racing here is no different for him.
Well, you're talking about making the farm stream look realistic, man. I clicked on yours the first time, and I'm like, is he really in a John Deere tractor? I thought that was pretty cool the way you did that. And it looks like you're actually in the tractor, man.
It's all about layering.
I'm looking, I'm like, that dude is literally, Brazy's literally sitting in the tractor. So it was nice tuning in. I hadn't been on Twitch in a while, and I thought it was a really cool stream to watch. I haven't really watched anyone stream that or do that since our God rest his soul, old Tim McBrayer. He was the trucking and the farming legend. I miss that feller every day. I'm not going to lie. We loved him over here at WFO for sure. So that's what I hadn't watched anybody farm or do trucking sims since I watched him, Brazy. So you guys brought me back out of it. You brought me back.
I'm just happy that you guys found it entertaining.
It was pretty funny. I think I was pretty funny in the chat, actually.
Yeah, I had a hell of a time trying to figure out who you were.
Watching these guys go around the track, and I'll tell you, we watched circles. Somebody just dusted the wall, Brazy, and I ain't even kidding you. I seen the dust flying off that wall. Probably off the right rear quarter panel, if I had to guess here. But our race leader, after they got this sorted out, Adam Pettit in the 49. Is that right? No, Justin Gans the leader. What is wrong with my timing and scoring? There it goes. It just wasn't moving. It's not updating fast enough. It's broken, Brazy.
Well, if you don't have something broken during a stream, did you really stream?
Probably not. But who's in second is what's puzzling me a little bit. That's John McMillan Jr. right there. Ricky's back there, and what? Keaton and Ricky are 4th and 5th. And Justin Gann, a little bit of pit strategy maybe to get it out front. And a guy that might be in trouble is that NVIDIA car right in front of or actually he already struggled. Because the 30 car already got by the 17, didn't he? If my timing and scoring was any more broken, I wouldn't know what to do, Brazy. It is broken, and I ain't joking, man. I'm looking for cars, and I can't find them on my list. There we go.
You got Dakota coming up next to Tommy Haynes there. And
yep, I'm watching it right here. I see the 17 now. Finally got them back on my list. Half of the cars on my timing screen are grayed out. I don't know what that is all about. I got half the cars grayed out. Aha. I set this up on this computer, and I'll bet you I'm not showing the whole field at once, Brazy. I didn't bother to go into the settings and change the max cars. And I'll bet you that's why it's graying half of the cars out and showing half of the cars on my timing and scoring. And they won't show up until I click on them and it pulls that part of the field up. That makes sense, Brazy?
That does make sense.
All right, so back up front, 30 car Justin Gann. He's lapping cars left and right. He's trying to lap the 70 of Burt Wilson, but I'm pretty sure Burt was the last one to come down pit road and get tires, Brazy.
I do believe that is true.
So it might be a little bit difficult for the 30 to get around that fella. Because I would say that his tires are probably 5 to 10 laps fresher than the 30 cars if I had to guess. All right. Let's do it through the field the quick, easy way. Pull up the driver information here. There we go. Your race leader right now, Justin Gann. He's led 20 laps tonight. Started second. Got his car up to first here, and we're 76 laps, clean and green, man. And my timing and scoring broke again. But we'll get back to second place. We're going to find this driver of the 15 car, John McMillan Jr. Makes you wonder, since the pit stops happened, where did he come from, Bracy? How did he get there?
Well, he's up from 7th place, so he's doing what he needs to do to get up there. But the guy that has a step up on him is the guy behind him, up 13 places right now.
Yeah, he's up 13 spots. He started 16th. He's sitting here in 3rd. And I'll tell you what, though, he's got a hungry driver. Not behind him, next to him. That's going to be this cat right here, the 26 of Keaton Tripp. He's led more laps here than any tonight. We're 78 laps in the race. That 26 cars led 50 of them, Brazy. 50 of them. Keaton Tripp working his way back to the front. And this driver, we seen him drive up there. And I'll tell you, for a little bit, it looked like he was going to battle for the lead. Rick Fagone in the 10 car. You wonder if Fagone's kind of taking it easy on his tires right now, Brazy.
That's definitely a possibility. Maybe sitting back a little bit, saving some fuel, try and make a push at the end.
Yeah, go back to the 8th position. Who's riding back here in 8th and 9th?
That would be Austin Wagner and Dakota Floyd right now.
I went too far. 6th and 7th. It's going to be Adam Matz back here, but he's getting haunted and hunted, and he's getting passed by the 31 of Richard Holland. So Holland took the spot from him. That was a change out for 6th and 7th. Now we can go back to 8th and a driver that's catching these guys.
So, yeah, in 8th place, you got Austin Wagner.
Oh, he's loose. I think he did that on purpose for the broadcast, Brazy.
For the camera?
I think he did. I think he drifted for the camera. I really do. I'll give that a 7 out of 10, Brazy. That was a fair attempt. All right, we'll go back to the 9th position. We're going to find a driver that, on the long run, seems to be able to find his way up to the front. And we've seen him drive up to 2nd on the last long run. That's going to be the 24 car of Dakota Floyd. But look who's after him, Brazy.
Yeah, that's John Deere 60 of Nick Hunt.
Nick doing a good job here riding in the top 10. Yeah, if I'm not out there, DMS, I don't know who in the hell is keeping the walls clean, but somebody brushed it off pretty good. Look at Sweeting back here. 75 car, riding in the 11th spot, just outside of the top 10. And we're 83 laps in, so we're over halfway, Brazy. And Tommy Haynes in the NVIDIA car, sitting back here in the 19th spot, but he's got company right behind him. Who's in that? Who's driving that car?
Behind Tommy Haynes is John Sanu in the 86.
Nope, I'll correct you. John Sanu's now ahead of the 17. Sanu took the spot from him. So that's going to move Tommy Haynes back to 13th, and we're going to get right back to this driver. And that's going to be Justin Ritchie in the 55 car. riding back here in one of these spots. He started 6th, but he's all the way back here in 14th spot now. But we watched him drop a lot of spots in the first 20 laps after the start.
Yeah, we did. And the guy going the opposite way, started in 25th, is now in 15th, is Travis Smith.
Scoring Travis 14th right now, but I think Justin Ritchie's 14th. And you're right, Travis back here in 15th, but it just ain't switching over. There we go. Now it's showing them currently 13th, so I don't know what's going on with time and scoring. This is what I'm talking about. I'll start going through here through the field, and then it'll just start jumping everywhere. So I'm going to go back another one to the 0-2 car, and that's going to be Craig Sykes driving that 0-2. Craig currently in the 12th position. Is that what you got, Bracy?
I've got 16th for Craig.
I don't know why. You see what I mean about my timing and scoring?
I do.
I click on him and it shows the position there and it's wrong. So right behind him, we're going to have Glenn Jamison. And where you got him scored at?
Glenn is in 16th.
Yep, I'm scoring him at 11th. This thing is flat broken. That's all I'm going to say.
Who set that up?
I didn't do it. ATVO did. Got Cody Riggs back here in the 12 car. Just don't pay attention to this thing anymore. I'm just going to click back and find your favorite car.
These are not the numbers you're looking for.
That's right. Looking at the 23 car right here, that's going to be Brandon Showers. Hi, Diana. Welcome to the stream. Hi, Emily.
Hello, Diana and Emily. Welcome in.
We got the regulars coming in now, Brazy.
Yeah, they are.
So 56 car here, that's going to be John T. Wimbish. And Wimbish is sitting back there in I don't know what position, but
19th.
19th position.
Burt Wilson just moved up a spot to take 20th.
Yep, that's where we're back to now. That 70 car Burt Wilson, and that's them later. That later pit stop, them fresher tires are starting to pull through, but I wouldn't suspect that the leader's too terribly far behind them. Hi, Mama Riddle. Tell Mama Riddle I said hi. She's not watching the stream. I was watching a car, but I don't remember which one it was. Burt Wilson in the 70.
Yep.
Now I'm going to go back and find the 00 of Roy Hyden. He's in, I don't know, 24th position maybe?
He's in 20th.
Oh, it's changing. I will say that it is finally changing now. It ain't updating fast enough. Put news replay live. Try that. All right, who are we?
And the leaders are coming up on these guys. You got Justin Daniels sitting in 21st.
There's Jacob Daniels back there in the 72 car. I'm showing him 17th, but he's probably not there.
He's in 21st.
Yeah.
The lead car of John McMillan is about 3 seconds behind him.
We'll find the 34 car. That RGC driver right there, 34 car TJ Lee. And he's back in a position.
He's currently in 22nd. Started in 22nd.
Yeah. Why am I showing Justin Gann after him? Are they pitting? Yes, they are.
Yeah.
So we didn't
TJ
get
just
through
came
the
into the
field, and they
pits.
started pitting, so I'm going to switch off and show that 2 car. If I can find them. Oh, what is going on here? Oh, the 2 car's moving up because those guys are pitting. That's going to be Mike Mitchell, driver of the 2 car. So if I haven't shown their car, Brazy, I'm trying to give them a little camera time right now. So we'll get Hal Lamy. He's got a lot of fans in here. What position is Hal riding in there, Brazy?
He is currently running 23rd, but he is now entering the pits. So he's
pit
going to.
road. We're going to watch a pit stop. Oh, somebody was sideways in pit road. Was that the 2 car?
That is the 2 car.
Is it the 2?
It is the 2.
Well, what happened to that fella?
2 of Mike Mitchell.
Let's do a replay. We'll try that again. Wrong car. Okay, I clicked on the 2, and then it sent me to the wrong car, and I'm out of practice. When I do the replay, it gives me the wrong car, so forget it. I'm done with it. It's broken. I broke it for sure that time. Getting a free 10-gallon hat.
Yeah, it looked like he came in a little hot into the pits and hit the brakes and just lost it into the wall.
Was my scoring broke? Has Richard Holland in the 31 leading it? Or did John McMillan just pass him? Or was McMillan getting a lap back because Holland ain't pitted yet?
McMillan is getting a lap back. I show Richard in front right now.
So they're working some strategies here. But Holland's going to have company back there with that 9 car of Adam Matz riding in the second spot, man. The laps are winding down. We're 95 of 125, and we're caution-free. Brazy. Caution
free and 30 to go.
How does that happen? Oh, because I'm in the booth and not on the track, right?
I don't want to say that.
Well, Captain Obvious is in the room, so let's point it out. Everybody in the broadcast can see it in the live chat. They're going to start saying, yeah, I'm starting to see a pattern develop here, maybe. This guy ain't out there smoking the wall, and look how clean they are. We got a new leader. 9 car Adam Matz taking it to the front, but these guys have not been to pit road, so a little bit different pit strategy. Maybe some of them have enough fuel to stretch it, but there's 30 to go, 29 to go. I don't know how that could happen, Brazy.
Yeah, with a lot of them, I think they went in about 54, if I recall. 54, 56, somewhere in there. So
yeah, I'm showing like 39 laps on like the 75 back here in third, Chuck Sweeting. I'm showing like 39 laps on his tires or some shit. I don't think that's even right.
It could be because, I mean, like I say, I think they went in about 50 to 56 laps in is when they went in last. So
I don't know. I got that thing so broke it's crazy. I'm going to have to do something different on the timing and scoring because this is the second broadcast I've done it's been this way. You're welcome,
I was trying
Diana.
to figure that out.
In a way, it feels good to be back in the booth, but I'd rather be in the car, if that makes sense. I'm back in the booth, but I'd rather not be back. Oh, we got a caution.
Oh, we got a yellow.
Son of a bitch, who did it? Who did it?
I saw him go by.
Was it the 24? 2 car? 53 maybe. No, he's on pit road. I can't find it, Brazy. Well, who wrecked?
Hal went into the wall.
Oh no.
It looks like there was
I'm showing him
cars
on
behind
pit
him
road.
and before him, and
What is going on here? All right, this replay is broke, man. This don't work nothing like the replays used to. It's completely busted. Well, I would have showed it, Brazy, but this thing is so broken it ain't funny. This timing and scoring is just screwed. And they want people to pay for this. Is not the biggest joke in the world? Honestly. You can't even make the timing and scoring work. And when it was a free app, There was never any problem with this, Brazy. And then they go to a paid app and they say, oh, we got an all-new timing screen. It's junk. Literally junk. It doesn't hold the right positions. If I had to give them a, I don't know, like a review right now, it would be so terrible, Brazy, that they would never recover from it. As long as I've used this software since 2018, this timing screen has never been this junk. Never. Through all the updates and everything, but man, when they wanted to start updating it, and they've just made it worse. And that's the end of my rant because I'm not going off on them no more. We had a caution. I would have loved to have been able to show you that, but that would have, required some competence from the people who wrote that timing screen. And they were lacking competence, Brazy. That's all I can say. It sucks, too, because we potentially got a game-changer caution to come out. You said the 3-car got into the outside wall there, brought the caution out, right?
So it looks like what car am I looking at here? The
Who's
53 Ivan
Windows
Jones.
XP bad? Windows XP was one of the best releases Microsoft ever had.
I liked XP. I like Vista also.
Oh, Vista was an abortion.
Windows ME was awful.
My favorite operating system was Windows XP. Second to that was Windows 7. Hi, Angel. Good to see you on the stream tonight. All right, we're 2x2, getting ready for a restart with 24 laps to go. So will, in fact, cautions breed cautions. The laps are getting few here. So there might be a guy sitting back in 15th that wants to get us way up into the top 5, and there might be a guy up in 14th that don't want to let him go, Brazy. Will that bring out a caution? Pace cars in?
It could absolutely give a caution.
And we're back to green flag racing. As you can see, I'm not showing too many cars back there. So I got a feeling that the timing screen might not possibly be ATVO's problem, Brazy. I think it's mine. So one of my issues with picking the broadcast back up is I don't really have a broadcasting rig. So I'm just winging it on this computer that really shouldn't be doing this, Brazy. And I see cars coming in and disappearing. I'm going to pretend like I know what I'm doing as I'm watching a battle for second place. That's the 31 and the 75. Holland and the 31 on the inside. 75 with Chuck Sweeting working the high side. 24 Dakota Floyd watching it, but this guy, Justin Gann, he's 3 wide with the 26, and is that the 55 of Justin Ritchie? Oh, look at that. 26 got loose. Yeah, Windows 25 or XP in 2025 is definitely the issue there, Junior. I can't believe that your guys' computers still have XP on them. All right, there's some battling. Holland's on the back of the 75. The 24's on the back of both of them. And Gann is driving up to the back of them, and we got a battle. These guys are all fighting for second, though, behind that 9-car Adam Max. 20 laps to go. Man, when the getting starts getting, it starts getting good, don't it? 30-car looking to take him 3 wide right there is the 24. Fighting tooth and nail. 31 got loose. 30 got in the back of him, and that's going to cost the 30. Justin Gann did a hell of a job saving it right there.
The other drivers did a good job not creating an accident off of that either.
Yeah, I guarantee
being able to dodge that.
I guarantee you them younger kids are struggling on Windows XP, Junior.
But just think of the graphics.
Oh, yeah. Here's how bad I miss the old days of racing. Do you know what I'm putting together, Brazy?
I do not.
I am putting a second rig together, a second racing rig.
Oh, yeah?
With a nostalgic PC. Just to race NASCAR Racing 2003. I'm doing it. It was the precursor to iRacing. The Papyrus NASCAR games is where all iRacing came from. It's where all the staff come from, the developers, and that's who started iRacing. And I baited this iRacing in 2008. I've been sim racing since 1995. Crazy.
I was still in school.
I was in my early 20s.
95, I would have been, I believe, entering high school at that point.
So I'm still watching Dakota and Keaton trip, though, the 26 car. We seen him get loose, but he's got her straightened out and going the right way now, man. He didn't know how to use XP. That don't surprise me. It really don't surprise me. And I'll tell you, Junior, there's a lot of companies that still have XP, and some of our military still uses it. Brazy.
You know, some of our military use stuff older than that.
They probably would use Windows 3.1 or early NT version. Somehow DMS, that does not surprise me. 95 was, hit and miss for me as well, but I remember about when I started messing with the Papyrus Sims. I'm going to look at this top three right here, though. And I'm going to yawn because I'm tired because I didn't sleep much last night, and I'm in the broadcast booth here tonight. And I'm going to have to do the points afterwards, and in 95, Diana graduated. Well, congratulations all these years later. Early 90s, kind of foggy. I get that. And Hal Jr. was crapping in his diaper when I started sim racing. Diana was graduating from high school. Adam Matt's going to have company pretty soon. And is anyone watching this surprised that that company is the 75 of Chuck Sweeting? Late in the race. I'd say 13 to go. It's time to what?
It's time to give it all, and you have no more friends.
That's right. It's time to lose all your friends. I don't know what just happened with the server there, but it did a little dipping and smoking.
I'm watching the battle right now between third and fifth.
I don't even have the fire no more, Junior. I don't know where the fire's at. I got to find the fire. I used to burn it down with fire, and I don't even have it no more. So I'm going to go back to third, watch where Keaton's at, and it don't look like they're closing up on those guys that much. The 9 and the 75 they kind of got a little 20-car gap going on here.
Yeah, they do, but between third and fifth, they got the battle going on for that third place right now.
I don't think you give it to the cavemen, Junior. I think you give it to the aliens, which is even worse.
Damn it, nation.
Like we needed to let them have fire. You guys are pups, she says. We might be. They're pups. Not necessarily me.
We got 10 to go.
Oh, we got a battle back here, too. Who is this battling? 97 car? 49 car, maybe? I don't know. I can't. I wear glasses. 15, 97, some other cars in there. 55? Nope, he's up there. 49. Adam Pettit got it right the first time. Maybe if I get the camera a little closer. There we go. Now I can see car numbers, Brazy. Class of 89. I was class of 91, 2, and 3. That was a pretty good one. Oh, look at this
Fast
battle.
99.
9 laps to go, and these guys, you'd think they're fighting for the lead. Watching the 0-2, the 15, the 49, the 97. Oh, wall time for the 15, taking it through the grass. Is he going to give it the pass in the grass? No, he lost positions. But John McMillan went for a ride, Brazy. He's lucky.
Only managed to hold on to it and not bring a caution.
He's lucky he didn't get dirt on them tires and bring a caution, but, man, these guys are going after it, and I wouldn't be surprised if we don't see a caution, Brazy. And that'll be over, too. No, it'll be 2. Roy Hyde, 10 car, Rick Fagone. Battling here. These guys are trying to bust into the top 10. You want to get those points. That's what it's about. 23 car, Brandon Showers in that picture. 00 Roy Hyde. Rick Fagone just looking for somewhere to go in the 10 car. He don't know where to go. He's looking. He's like, all right, guys, somebody open a hole here. Give me some room. Give me some room. And then the 72, Ryan Daniels going to join the party. This could be a caution waiting to happen, Brazy. With 6 laps to go. Meanwhile, back on the farm up front, this 9 and 75 still have the gap opened up. Back there to third, and it looks like they're just trying to check out and cruise off with it, Brazy.
Oh, we're going 3 wide back here with Ricky, with Ricky and.
Well, we like 3 wide, man. I don't know where they're at. Lost them. What position?
13th.
Well, that's why I lost them. Oh, they're battling, though. Brandon Showers in the 23 working underneath of the 10 car. Rick Fagone. Oh, and he pushed up a little bit. Man, this is getting good. Burt Wilson, he's liking what he's seeing up here, so he's going to dig up on it and get in a fight. He's going to do a little bumper humping. Is that what you call it when they get on top of each other like that, Brazy? Bumper humping? 9 car, Adam Matz, though. 2, 3 car lengths now over the 75 of Chuck Sweeting. He's starting to open that gap up right when you want to. Right at the end. 4 laps to go. Less than 4 to go. Less than 4 laps to go. The 9 car, Adam Matz, trying to get away from the rest of the field, including that driver behind him, the 75 of Chuck Sweeting. Is he going to be able to do it with 3 laps to go here? Maybe Chuck cooled the tires off and he's going to take another run back at him. We're going to find out. We got 3 to go. Unfortunately,
you got Dakota making a run up onto Richard Holland right now, too.
Yeah, I see Dakota running up on the Holland, but unfortunately, man, I think this all might be a little too late. I think they're too far behind those top 2 with 2 to go when they get back to the line here. We talk about the top 2. I talk about the 9 and the 75, and it looked like the 9 was opening up, and now it looks like the 75 has kind of mitigated the damage, and he might be even closing up a little bit here on this corner. Adam Matzo strong, and we watched this race, Brazy, and it hasn't been real easy to pass. Adam Matz riding the bottom. You see Chuck can't quite get down there where Adam's down at the bottom. And coming off of 4 here, to take the white flag. The gap opened up a little bit more. It's like the 31 of Richard Holland's going to get the driver of the day. And, man, he better hold on to that freaking 3rd spot. That'll make us interview 3 and not 4, Brazy. Dakota, you stay back a spot. If you're watching the broadcast, you riding 4. I got to cover the lead here. 9 car, Adam Matz bringing it out of turn 4 right here for the final time. Adam Matz down the front straightaway across the start-finish line, and your winner, driver of that 9 car, Adam Matz, is going to win it tonight. And Richard Holland did it. He finished in the top 3, Brazy. Hot damn. Chuck Sweeting, though, we didn't forget about you, buddy. It's a good race for you there. I was hoping Chuck would have a little bit more for the 9 car and we'd see a battle. I think them guys were using a lot of tire, but man, my hat's off to these front two to be able to get away. I've raced against these guys. You talk about a talented stacked field, and WFO has it. The competition is really tough here. It really is. When you see guys like Richard Holland and Chuck Sweeting not winning first and second, and they're riding back here, and Adam Matz is winning it, or you got Keaton Tripp up here winning. Dakota Floyd. There's 20, 25 drivers every week or every race that could win, Brazy. And tonight, we got our winner right here. Adam Matz, driver of the 9 car. And we're going to see, we got Chuck in the staging room, but let's see if we can find Adam.
While you do that, I'll run through the list quick. So you had Adam Matz finishing in first. Chuck Sweeting finished second. Richard Holland got third. Dakota Floyd in fifth. Keaton Tripp got fifth place. Justin Gann got sixth. Justin Ritchie, seventh. Travis Smith in eighth. Adam Pettit in ninth. Craig Sykes in 10th. John McMillan Jr. in 11th place. Roy Hyde in 12th tonight. Jacob Daniels finished in 13th. Rick Fagone in 14th. Brandon Showers is going to be 15th. Burt Wilson finished in 16th tonight. Cody Briggs finishing in 17th place. Austin Wagner finishing in 18th. Glenn Jameson in 19th. And John T. Wimbish is going to round off your top 20.
Are we doing all of them or top 20?
Would you like me to go through the rest of them? I can.
You don't have to. We got to get to the interviews anyway.
Okay.
We got the top 20 covered, so we're going to call that a win. And I'll check my staging room, and Adam Matz is down there, so I'm going to go ahead and pull him up here. And you want the first one here, Brazy?
Sure.
Adam Matz, we got you up in a broadcast booth with Vernon Brazy. You got a copy, buddy?
Yeah, I'm here. How are you doing?
Congratulations, Adam, on that race. Well fought. You were fighting there at Chuck at the end. So why don't you take us through those last 20 or 30 laps?
Yeah, I think those last 20 laps, particularly the last 10, I'm sweating bullets. I'm still sweating. That was pretty intense. I was fighting as hard as I could, but at the same time, I didn't want to overdrive it because then you just push up and then boom, he can go right by you. So I tried my best to just kind of stay in his way. He got close. He was right on my bumper for a lap or two, and I thought he was really going to force the issue, but thankfully I had just enough, and then I got a little bit of breathing space, which helped me a little bit.
Yeah, and it one caution tonight. You guys had an awesome race. You were up, you were down, you were. I don't know where you ended up, your lowest point, but I mean, we saw you up there in the top 10 most of the night. So I mean, pretty good run all this race, and it was awesome watching you battle all these guys, battle up to the front, and you did a great job. Is there anybody you'd like to thank for your top place tonight?
Yeah, I think my teammates, Third Wave Motorsports, Justin Gann, John McMillan, Jerry Cochran couldn't be here, so hopefully he's doing okay. But thanks to them for helping out. It was a really mixed up race to your point. We had different strategies going on. So I tried to go halfway. I was about a half a lap short of making it on one stop, and that really jumbled it up. Fortunately, I was in the lead when we got that late caution. That really played out because I don't know how it would have played out otherwise. And then me and the 31 were both, I think, trying to save fuel. So he would pass me, and then a little bit later, he was saving fuel, and I'd pass him back. So the race had everything.
Yeah, and like I say, it was a great race to watch. Only single caution tonight. There was a lot of fun battles that we got to watch from the booth, and you came out on top. So congratulations on that P1 tonight.
Yep, thanks a lot. Yeah, I was a little worried, honestly. The first few, 10 or so laps, I was getting a little bored because it was we were all riding single file. So I'm glad it got some excitement for you.
All right, Adam. Congratulations on your P1 tonight. So that would mean that we are now going to talk to
Our P2 driver.
our P2 driver who's sitting here in the staging room.
Move that one out.
Chuck Sweeting.
Hey, guys.
You got a copy?
Yeah, how's it going?
It was a rough one tonight, I'll be honest with you.
I don't know. I thought it was pretty good.
I don't
except for
think
that
it
one
went as
caution.
good in the booth as it did in your race car.
Oh, okay. Well, you get a little rusty after a while, but I'm sure it's all right.
You didn't look like you were too rusty tonight, man. But tell us about the that last bit of run there after that caution. You and that 9 were able to break out a little bit. Did you think you might have something for him there, Chuck?
I thought I might. I mean, I raced against Adam quite a few times in some other leagues, and I know how good he is. So he just had to hold his line, and that's what he did. That caution is what really hurt me because I think I was the only one that could make it without saving fuel, and I was gaining on the leaders there when that caution came out, and I was a couple laps to the good on fuel. So, but that's how these things work. I'm not going to complain. Only one caution the whole race. That's still pretty damn good. So. Congrats to him, and good job to everybody in the field tonight.
Yeah, they're saying it's one caution because I was in the booth and not in the car.
No, that ain't it.
That's what the whole chat said. So.
Well, they're just giving you a hard time. No, everybody was driving incredibly clean and smooth and straight tonight. It was just, it was interesting to watch, and it helped me. It helped me save fuel that first run because. I just kind of rode behind Dakota for a long time there, and he wasn't pushing hard, and I think he was saving fuel too. And then, I think it really helped me. And then I eventually worked my way up a little bit further past him, and was still saving fuel. So, but that dirty air behind Adam there at the end just kind of killed me. I never could get a run on him off the corner. He was running the perfect line, and. That's just the way it goes sometimes. So we'll take our second and then go on to the next one.
That's right. And dirty air, you're exactly right. It seems to be really bad in these cars. What about the track tonight? Was it tight on one end, loose on the other, or what did it drive like?
It was tight everywhere for me. You could make it loose in the middle of 3 and 4 if you stood on the gas really hard, but it could have been freer for me. But actually later in the run, when the fuel burned off, it started to get a little loose off of turn 2 as well, because the tires were worn out and no fuel on the rear of the car, so it was lightweight. But I like it like that, so it worked for me. But we didn't get to have it the second half of the race. But it was tight, real tight. It's always tight off of turn 2 at this track.
Yes, it is.
At least early in the runs. I don't know what it is about this track. It's such an odd track, the shape and the banking and all.
I miss the old Texas.
Yeah, I do too. But and the old Atlanta too.
Yeah,
so.
the old Atlanta too. That's right.
Yeah, but this is what we got, and it's still a nice track, so I enjoy running here.
Well, I'll tell you, man, P2 tonight, pretty good run. Definitely a good points night for you, Chuck. You have anyone you want to thank while we got you in the booth here, buddy?
Just thanks to you two for filling in and doing such an awesome job, or taking over, I should say. And, thanks to everybody in the field. They made it easy on Michael tonight, so I appreciate that, and I'm sure he does as well. So appreciate the fans for tuning in as well.
Yeah, I'll tell you, I got a little rest to knock off, but I think I'm going to be all right, Chuck.
You'll be good. You'll be back in form by the next one.
That's right. Chuck, man, have a good night, and congrats on that P2 finish, buddy.
All right, thanks a lot. Have a great night. Night, guys.
All right. Now pull the next one up.
Yeah. Next one, we got a double interview right here.
We do got a double interview.
31. Richard Howland, you got a copy.
I got you.
Take it away, Brazy.
All right, Richard. Well, not enough for first, but enough for third. What do you think about tonight's race?
Story of my life, Brazy. No, no. I don't know what's going on, but this is like the good old times here, Vern. Coming up, bringing up here and hearing your voice up here and doing the interviews.
It'll take
But
you back a little bit, won't it?
yeah. Yeah, I don't know, man. We had a great race. I was telling the guys there, I was like, man, the whole race, I felt like we were tire managing, and then we were in a fuel management situation, and then all of a sudden we go green with like 25 to go, and we're driving the dog shit out of this thing. I'm like, I didn't know we could drive this thing this hard tonight because I hadn't driven it that hard all night long, and it was just crazy. But me and Dakota were just talking. I was like, that was some intense 20 laps right there. I mean, I don't know what you guys saw, but from my view, there was like 6 or 7 of us, nose to tail, and it was just someone had to make a mistake to get around them, and it was just intense racing.
Yeah, it was. We were noticing that like from like 3rd to 5th, there was quite the battle. It was just exactly as you said. And nose to tail, you guys were all tight going through there. We weren't sure if Dakota looked like he was trying to make a run there at the end to try in, but he just didn't have enough for you. So, you managed to hold him off and keep that 3rd place. And, congratulations on 3rd. And is there anybody you'd like to thank for tonight's P3?
Yeah, I appreciate it, guys. I think we had just enough tire to be able to get around Dakota and Keaton there and be able to get up here and get a podium finish. And it's really the first finish I've had in this car this year. Haven't had the luck for sure this season, but I just want to thank you guys, thank everybody for putting these things on and giving us a place to race every week. Vern and McCully, Hal, they all run the show, behind the scenes stuff. So just a thankless job, but you got to thank them every once in a while because it's not fun sometimes. I've seen it, so we appreciate it anyways, and appreciate Vern doing the broadcast, you and Brazy, and giving us something to go back and watch because myself and a lot of guys love to watch these broadcasts. The fans, people that we have that family members and stuff love to watch these things. So it means a lot to us as drivers and family and stuff that you guys do this. So I want to thank you guys, and I want to thank my teammates. I got to thank Bradley Cooper for painting this car for me like he always does. Mr. Bojangles, go check him out. Thanks a lot, guys.
Well, we got you in the booth for not just the 3rd place finish. I was praying you finish in the top 3 because you are also the driver of the day.
Nice. Amy Nation, they actually had something to cheer for this 31 car tonight. Yeah, we're back. Yeah, no, that's awesome. I love to see them guys come out. When Hal's racing, Amy Nation comes out in full support, and it's just it's really something to know that they're there and cheering you on, and it means a lot to us, for sure. And appreciate it, guys. Thanks.
Yeah, it's really awesome because they got to watch you run in the top 3 tonight, like you said, and they definitely come out in full force for you. And it's not the first time I've seen that happen, Richard.
Yeah, I know. I feel bad. You feel bad when you don't run well, and them guys all show up to watch the race and support you, and they're rooting for you, and you feel bad. And I know, you know how that is, and as someone that's just a fan of anything, but no, they are unbelievable support, and like I say, they do come out in full force, and it means a lot to us to, like I said, know that that they're there and rooting for us, cheering us on, and supporting us.
Absolutely, man, and it's good to be able to interview you again. It's good. In a way, it's good to be back in a booth, but I told Brazy that I'd be glad when I get back in the car, too.
Yeah. Get some things ironed out, but it is good to have you in the booth, Vern. Always enjoy your broadcast, and I can't wait to go back and watch this one, man.
Yeah, I'm going to try to knock the rust off the broadcast by tomorrow night, but we're going to have to see. But I think I know what the problem was with my timing and scoring, so if you see that messed up through the broadcast and me and Brazy laughing and joking and him telling me, dude, he's not in 17th, he's in 23rd.
Well, like I say, you'll get the rust knocked off, and you'll be in tip-top shape there pretty soon, I think. I got confidence in you.
We'll get it figured out, man. Congrats on the top 3 and the driver of the day there, Richard.
Appreciate it, guys. Thanks a lot.
The other thing, Vern.
What's that?
these guys are probably somewhat happy that you're up here because, you've been in the front for a lot of these races too. So that's one less contender that they have to battle with you up here. So
I'm telling you, there is enough contenders in this league that I don't even think they miss me tonight, Brazy. I don't. I just don't think they miss me. But, man, I'll tell you, I missed all the chat and all the fans out there. And that's who I always want to thank after these things first and foremost, because they're what make the guys want to come here and want to race and want to do good to get into this booth to do these interviews, Brazy. That's the reason.
Absolutely.
That whole chat.
Absolutely.
That audience, it's always funny, it's always friendly, and that's one of the things that I missed about being in the booth for the past couple of seasons. But I'll tell you, being in the booth, I definitely miss being in the car too. When I watch those guys go out and compete, I definitely miss that. But overall, great race tonight. I mean, literally one caution flag. And we've seen how the season started. All I can tell the naysayers, Brazy, is look at the stats now.
Right. One caution. We had 32 cars start this race. And, yeah, I mean, and 22 of them ended on the lead lap. So it's
headed in the right direction.
It just speaks to the level of drivers that you guys have here. And, it's just, we were a little squirrely in the beginning, but they've settled down, and we've, got what we have now. So,
well, the competition,
125 laps, one caution with 32 cars out there. So, you can't ask for anything better.
Competition's definitely tough. These are some of the best racers on iRacing, in my opinion. And if you go to other places and watch them race, they're up front there too. So they're just some of the best in iRacing, period. And I had fun tonight. I mean, my timing and scoring might not have been accurate, but I had fun.
Well, that's all that matters. You had fun. We had an awesome race to watch, and, it went off without a hitch.
That's right.
I mean,
we kept the stream going. That's the most important thing there, Bracy. And if you like that, give that thumbs up. Just slam it, click it, beat it with a hammer, whatever you got to do. Just give us a like there. You can always comment after the stream, too, if you want to. That's up to you guys and gals out there. And make sure if you're not subscribed that you hit the subscribe button. None of that stuff costs any money. But when we get to a certain amount of watch hours, Brazy, we're going to get monetized.
Nice.
And that would greatly help the league. So make sure you push those buttons and help WFO out.
And share it to your friends and make them say, hey, go watch this for me.
Yeah, go watch that idiot.
Tell me what you think. Get them some criticism and let them know what you'd like to see different, better, or more of.
Yeah, it was a great race, though. One caution flag tonight. But I'll tell you, I'm going to have to close it out. I still got points to do, Brazy.
All right, sir.
Everybody all that tunes into this thing and that's tuned in right now, I want to wish you a good, safe evening and tell you to make sure you check out tomorrow night's broadcast when the trucks are right here at Texas Motor Speedway. You think we can beat the one caution, Brazy? Maybe go no cautions tomorrow, caution free?
No, I'm gonna go with one.
It remains to be seen. All right, ladies and gentlemen, you have a good night, and we will see you tomorrow night.
Later on, everybody.